Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. I promised you to give an update if the pattern would break, and that has happened. As you can see, big fat candle to the downside. I was actually already hoping a little bit for a breakdown. We also said it earlier in previous videos that we are leading bearish into this. We are in a bear market, so it is most likely that this thing is going to break to the downside, and now that has happened. Some exchanges we reached the target already, not on every exchange. This is on the Bitfinex, and this depends a little bit on how you take the measured move, but it would actually on this exchange I would say that we still have a little bit of a move left to approximately 18,800 to 18,700, but at the same time we also have an oversold RSI here on an oversold here on the RSI, approximately 22. Doesn't mean the world, but just be careful for that. And also on a lot of other time frames we are just oversold, and it looks like we are kind of finding a little bit of a base around that 19,000. What I am afraid of is that we're getting a little bit of an inverse bar pattern, that we're doing this sideways and then just shooting back up, and then this RSI is then also corrected, so be careful for that. And like I said, of course we can still go lower. Now the area where we are in is very tricky, because yes, we almost reached the target, but we also had all of these wicks right here, and it is a quite of a big area. As you can see, the support and resistance box that we drew already a long time ago is very big. That is reaching approximately from 19,200, 300 to 18,600. The ultimate FU of course would be if we are dipping lower and coming underneath this low right here, 17,600, to grab the liquidity. But it would also make sense if we are going up somewhere from this box, because then we can also swing fill pattern some of these lows right here. Depends a little bit on how much you zoom in and which target you're taking. Let me just for fun zoom in on the hourly. There you can see it. That there are here quite some moments that you can take as a swing fill pattern, like this one right here, this candle here, this one or this one. So there are quite some levels, and that makes it a little bit tricky. If we would go lower, and let's say we would go underneath this hump right here, so we would quickly go to 18,600 or underneath and then go higher, that actually would be a nice long trade. Of course, from the broader perspective, I actually wanted to build up a huge short position from higher levels. But since I missed this top right here, although I called it, this was not really an opportunity. Then we just waterfall down. I was actually hoping that we maybe go to the upside, then I could build up a big short position, then going lower. That so far didn't happen. It was just a water falling down. Now there's one very important thing that I need to show you, and that's the DXY. Usually if BTC is dumping, the DXY is pumping. That is not the case. We are kind of just hanging here already for hours and hours now, approximately around that 110. Then quickly go to the S&P 500, as Bitcoin usually moves together with the S&P. We don't see that. We are still hanging here around that golden pocket, and also the bigger support and resistance box that we drew some time ago. The golden pocket I drew in earlier today, but that is measured from this bottom all the way to this top, and then of course the retracement, the measured move, is then the golden pocket here at 3,877 and 3,899, so let's say 3,900. So that is of course that would be the perfect place to get a bounce from. Now let's say that the S&P would also dump down and the dollar index will spike one more time up, then I think it's an absolute green light and extra push for BTC to go lower. But for now I am staying very cautious. Like I said, of course we can go much lower. It looks like now we're finding a base a little bit around 19k. But if we would do maybe something like this, that we go higher and then we are retesting one or two more times, that would make sense. Then you could still enter maybe on the retest. Also something like that on the hourly we have seen here. I mean, this was a pretty dark and bearish period. I remember that very well. Everyone thought we would drop right away to 10k, but you see how many hourly candles we had in that support and resistance box. So I would not be surprised if we also make quite some make also quite some hourly candles in the support and resistance box. And if you have been watching the channel, then you know that we also have been talking about the fact that if we are really zooming in, that we have not spent a lot of time here underneath the value area low. That's that thick blue line, as you can see here in the screen. And here we have spent some time, but on the top actually we spent so much more time above the value area high, so then it is considered that the asset, that's considered that the asset is overbought. That was a much longer period of time than the bottom. So to maybe stay here for a long time, not really recover, and just having a lot of price action here at that 19, 18, 17, 16k, that I see something that could definitely happen. If we are moving swiftly up, so let's say at a certain point we are finding a bottom and we are moving swiftly up, that is a very bullish sign. I mean, again, according to the principle, we are now oversold on this fair value right here, so it would make sense that sooner or later this will go up, and the sooner that happens, actually the more bullish it is, because then that just shows that buyers are stepping into the market. Right now, be careful with your shorts. And like I said, anything could happen right now. I could see us suddenly drop further to take more liquidity out of the market. I see us go sideways for a while and then maybe shoot up, and then kind of having a bar pattern. I could maybe see one more tiny dump to this support line right here, and then suddenly shooting up. So just be very, very careful. Look at the price action, look at your confirmations. You want to see stuff like bullish divergences, retracement perfectly to golden pocket, all that kinds of stuff. As a matter of fact, we could do this real quick if you let me. We had a top here and a bottom here. Matter of fact, we just retraced to the golden pocket. Okay, so if this would bounce now, that would make kind of sense. I'm also seeing right now, as I am recording this, that it looks like that the price is kind of making a falling wedge. That is usually a bullish pattern, and then we will break up to the upside. The target would then be approximately the top here. Would I trade it? I don't think so, because everything is just so bearish, but it's just something that I now caught on here with the eye, and I don't want to, I just want to share it with you guys. So again, be very, very careful. We now had the dump, we almost reached the target. If you have missed the short trade, then just let it ride out. There will be a new opportunity. Wait maybe then for a bounce and then get in, or wait maybe for like a swing field pattern and then get into a long. Whatever is then is that you're looking out for, but be very, very careful. Alright guys, that will be it for now for today. If you like this kind of quick emergency updates, then please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Thank you guys so much. See you very, very soon in the next one. Bye bye.